time again, my favourite time of the month as well. I love to talk about the products that I have been enjoying in that particular month and let you know what I have been, you know, reaching for and grabbing for and going for. So guys, I want to apologise for the lack of Halloween tutorials. I was asked to do them, but I just literally had no time. October and September were hugely busy months for me. I was in a show, I was filming for a TV show, I had to go up and meet L'Oreal. I was doing bits and pieces of things. I was trying to do work, like I work full time, so I was in my job and then I was trying to edit and stuff like that, so it was just incredibly busy the last 2 months. So Oliver finished there, what, 2 weeks ago, coming up on 2 weeks, and I've literally had the last 2 weeks kind of free, but I've been trying to catch up with friends and trying to catch up on filming, and every time I organised to film, like the last time I organised to film, I got sick, so it just kind of one of those things, it just comes like that. But look, we're here now today, so let's get into these favourites. So the first favourite I want to talk about is actually a paint pot from MAC. I don't know if I've ever spoke about this one before. It's called Indian Wood and it looks like that. I actually have it on my eye today, and I don't know if you can see that swatch, but it is amazing. You can see it there in my hand, just glistening away. It is one of my favourite paint pots, and it's kind of one I overlooked for a long time. I've had it in my collection for, I don't know, maybe a year, and I only started reaching for it this month because I was doing kind of more fall inspired looks and more gold, and I was using this a lot as a base, and even on its own it's quite pretty. I find that it's great with pigments as well because the pigments just kind of latch onto it, and it's just a really pretty colour. Like, you can see it there in the pot, just glistening away, really eye-catching, and definitely one of my favourite paint pots that MAC have. The next thing I want to talk about is actually from L'Oreal, and this was a surprise favourite. I don't know if I've talked about this before. I only got it, but I can't remember if I spoke about it in my September favourites. It looks like this. It's a bronze and a highlight on this side. Mine is in brunette Harmony, and there's also blonde Harmony. I think it's lighter, but I like the darker bronzers for contouring and things like that. You're not going to be able to see that in my hand, but that's it there. And the highlight is that there. So they're both on my face today. I'm using the highlight and the bronzer to contour, and the look that I'm wearing today, I actually just filmed a tutorial there now, so it'll be coming up soon. So I just think that this bronzer is amazing. Usually when you go to the drugstore or the pharmacy and you're trying to pick out a bronzer, it usually comes across either too shimmery or too sheer. So they're the biggest problems that I have. This bronzer is neither of those things, so it's not sheer, it's really pigmented. Like, you can see it there on my cheeks and you can see it at the top of my forehead. It's super pigmented. It's really nice natural kind of bronze. It's not orange, or it doesn't pull a bit orange, you know the way sometimes you can get bronzers like that. And then the highlight shade is like a bonus Jonas in it, because it's just one of those highlights that you reach for, that I look for in particular. It's kind of a shimmery, champagne-y type colour. Like I said there, you can see it glistening on my hand. It is just the most perfect highlight. So the fact that these two are together, it just makes the whole thing amazing. Next thing I want to talk about is brushes, and 3 in particular. The first one is my 109 brush. Poor little 109 brush. He doesn't get enough credit for the jobs that he does. I think this is one of the best brushes that I actually own. I use it for contouring, but you can use it for a whole load of things. You can use it for applying your blush. If you wanted, you could use it for your pressed powder. You can use it for your highlight. You can just use the corner of the brush. I just think it is one of those kind of all-rounder amazing brushes, and one that I think everyone should have in their collection because I think it's amazing anyway. It's a brush that I can't really live without. I say that, you know, so dramatically, because I can't do my makeup without it. I just find that any other brush I've ever used for contouring just doesn't do the job well enough. They're usually too stiff and they're too, you know, large, and they can't get into the small crevices on my face. But this guy just does the job all in one, and he is amazing. The next brush I want to talk about is from Blank Canvas. This is a brand that I was recently introduced to by Sinead Cady. I'm sure you all know her, the makeup chair. and I'd seen her talk about them tons of times in her videos before, and she'd use them a lot. But recently I got sent some from Una from Blank Canvas, and I was so happy to try these out. I got them sent when we went down to our Cork meetup, so all the girls got to try these. But this is the brush that I really reach for a lot, and it's the F40. Again, that's going to be another brush that I might end up using for contouring at some stage. It's really tapered at the top. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like wide and then it tapers down to a little point. So you could use it for contouring. What I use it for is highlighting, and I also use it to set my under eye concealer with powder. I just think it is amazing. Blank Canvas is definitely a brand I have to try more brushes from, because the third brush I want to talk about is also from Blank Canvas. This is the E42, and it looks like that. So I hope you can see that there. This, in my opinion, is a dupe for, I think it's the MAC 224 brush, and it's the exact same type fluffy head, but I just find that this one's even better because it's so tapered, so tapered, so you can get right into your crease. I use this for two things. One, applying the shadow to that area, because you can kind of feather it on. You don't have to like splat loads of eyeshadow into your crease area and it becomes quite messy. This just feathers on your eyeshadow, and I also use it then to blend. So I use it to apply and blend, and I just think it does an amazing job. I'm going to have to pick up more of these. I want to give this little guy a mention, and this is from Loreal Paris as well, and this is the Le Corrector. This is the Perfect Match or True Match concealer. Mine is in the colour number 2 Vanilla, and I just love it. I find that it is amazing for just highlighting or brightening up underneath your eye area, and I'm wearing it today. I use it then on my cheek, and I like the way, or cheeks, I use it on my chin, and I also use it then in between my eyebrows, just on my forehead. I love the way it comes with a little doe foot wand, so it's really easy to apply. You're not going to be able to see that. So it's really easy to just apply your concealer where you want it. You just use your doe foot wand and then you blend it out with a brush, and I just think it is one of the best concealers in the drugstore. The next product is from them as well, and it is a lipstick, and this is from the Colour Riche collection, and this is Blake Lively's Pure Red colour, and it looks like this. So I'm not a big red lip person. I know I've been wearing them a lot lately, but it is coming into winter, and I do think they're pretty in winter, but I haven't found my perfect red. That's it there, until this colour. I think this is the most amazing blood red colour. You can see it there and in the tube. It's coming a bit more orangey red, but it is like pillar box red. It's a really amazing red colour. I put it on the other day when I went up to a meeting, and I literally put it on in the morning. I had to top it up twice during the day. Twice, which is not like me. I'm usually like topping up my lip products constantly. I only had to top it up twice because, and I'd eaten, sorry, in the meantime I had eaten and I was drinking. It just stains your lips, if anything. It leaves like a lovely stain on your lips, and you're not left with that kind of, you know, the patchy lip stain, you know, where like there's bits of your lips that were missed. This is a matte colour, but I don't find that it clings to any dry parts of my my lips, when I do have dry lips, and I just think it is an amazing red colour. I'm really impressed with this actually, and it's such a colour that I would have overlooked, and the packaging is so cute. Now, I don't generally like the taste of these lipsticks. I think they kind of have a little bit of a, yeah, they're a bit artificial and plasticky, but once you get over the taste of it, like, it's so perfect. Like, I just think it is just such a gorgeous red. Next up is another lip product. Well, I want to talk about two actually in conjunction because I use these together a lot. And the first one is the lip liner from Jordana in Cabernet. I also have one from Milani, and I can't find it anywhere, but it is quite a similar colour. I'll just show you this on a swatch. Let's see, I'm running out of places. So that's it there. It's just this really dark, deep dark, like almost plum colour. I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a really dark plum colour, and I used it in a tutorial recently which I'll link down below. It was my autumn lips, and I also used this lipstick in the tutorial, and this is like a, you know, like plum red, dark red, vampiest lipstick you can find. This is Max Media, and I find the two of these together just really complement each other. You can see it there. I have been literally wearing this guy to death. I've been pairing these two together all month. I usually don't reach for something that often. MAC Media is definitely one of those lipsticks that you'd overlook because of the darkness of it, but once it's on your lips it's just so amazing, and this time of the year it is one of those go-to MAC lipsticks. In my opinion, this one is going to be a lipstick that I reach for a lot. I have it a whole year, imagine, and I've only started to really sort to love it. I did wear it a lot last year, but I didn't love it as much as this year, and I think it's because I didn't have the lip liner. So now I am just in totes in love. The second last thing I want to talk about is this 10 colour palette from BH Cosmetics. This is their Glamorous Blush palette, and let's just talk about this. So that's what it looks like on the inside. There is 10 blushes in this, ranging from the dark red to your cherry red, all the way down to these nudie type colours, and it also has a colour that in my opinion is a dupe for NARS's Orgasm. Let's just swatch some of these. There's this gorgeous purple one there, I don't know if you can see that, and that's that dark red one. They're super pigmented. And let's swatch another one there. They're really, really pigmented as blush goes. You don't really want an overly pigmented blush because you don't want to, you know, come off looking like a clown. So I'll just swatch some of these in the back of my hand. You can see them there. They're not chalky and they're not too sheer. They're really buildable colours in my opinion as well. And there's something for everyone. Like these 4 colours in my opinion are just perfect. But I also love this kind of purpley pink colour too. I think it's amazing. And if I was brave enough, I think I would venture into this red as well. Just a little slight wash of it would be nice. But this was definitely one of the best palettes I've bought in a while. And I think it was only like about €8 maybe, so it was definitely worth all of the money. The final thing I want to talk about this month is Yankee. I have been so getting into Yankee candles this month. I have, I think, about 20 of them at this stage, but this one in particular is a summer one, but it is the second one of it that I have. Sorry, it's the third one of it that I have, and I've started, this is the second one I've burned, so I have another one as a backup. It is the most amazing smell. It's so sweet and creamy at the same time, if like that makes any sense. It is one of those most amazing candles I have used in a long time, and I really enjoy it. And I think it is going to be something that I'm going to try and get my hands on all year round. So I didn't get to try out a whole lot of new products this month, but a lot of those products you did see were like rediscoveries in my collection, or something that I would have overlooked before and didn't realise how much I loved it. So I hope you enjoy my favourites, guys, and I will talk to you in my next video then. Bye!